Alright, here we go, back at it, Yugioh Duelist Kingdom, and there was going to be a different match today, but when I saw that Ishizu and Marek were going to play in Battle City, I decided to do a different match. So this one is actually going to be Kaiba going up against baby brother Mokuba, so I thought it would be fun to have a sibling rivalry round. As Kaiba elects to go first, winning rock, paper, scissors. So, will Kaiba be able to beat baby brother, or will baby brother get the win against world champion? Alright, Kaiba is first. He's got Rude Kaiser and Grappler as monsters. Not a fantastic starting hand from Kaiba, but can still make something work of it. Alright, there's Forest from Mokuba. He does have a lot of plant monsters in his deck, so they'll all get a 200-point buffer. And a face-down defense from Mokuba. So he's elected not to attack. Rude Kaiser will also get a 200-point boost. And there it is, Kaiba has also drawn a stop defense as well. And he does play it, so we'll see what that face-down was from Mokuba. And, oh, okay, Mokuba flips up a Magic Jammer to get rid of that stop defense. And, oh, okay, that's why Ancient Tree of Enlightenment, it is destroyed, it didn't have a lot of attack power. Back to Mokuba's turn. He's got 3 cards in hand. And, oh, Fissure, good play. Rude Kaiser's destroyed, and Kaiba now in trouble. He's got no monsters on the field. There's Armored Lizard. So that'll be 1500 off Kaiba. Mokuba draws first blood. Okay, oh, that's a clutch draw from Kaiba. He's just drawn Lajin. 1800 attack. And very difficult for Mokuba to get over that. Mokuba doesn't have a lot of monsters that'll have attack power that hitting that hard. Alright, Mokuba only 2 cards in hand, so his card count's getting low. Kaiba though, doesn't really have anything else to attack with, so Mokuba is relatively safe. Gone with another face-down defense, but this is only going to last so long until Mokuba does eventually draw one of his 5 stars or a spell or trap that he can't use. It is Man-Eating Plant is destroyed. And Kaiba just activated D-Spell to get rid of that forest as well. So Mokuba loses his 200-point buffer now as well. Okay, we're on to Mokuba's turn. Only 2 cards in hand, and he throws down another defense. Okay, as this one plays out, it's easy to follow along. Let me give a shout out to Pochi96. That is a new commenter that I've seen. That was from yesterday in the Mai and Tristan duel. As we see Barrel Lily get destroyed. Kaiba did draw a Dark Hole as well, good card. So yeah, Pochi96, appreciate you. Mecha Jason, Tristan had a unique number of magic and trap cards. And my first thought was, hey Joey, why don't you ask Tristan for those magic and trap cards during the duel with Yugi and Keith? Well, you would think so. Tristan, at one point in the anime, was shown to have a collection of cards himself. However, I think he only ever featured in one duel, and that was in the 3v1 when he was with Serenity and Duke Devlin. He's a very underutilized character. I don't know. I don't really understand why they had Tristan in the background so much and didn't have him participate in anything. It would have made more sense to have all 4 of them duel a bit more. often, but that's just me. Either way, I think the show still worked. It's just that it made Tristan a very forgettable character. As Beak Snake is destroyed, Kaiba did draw Unknown Warrior of Fiend. One of those starter deck Kaiba cards that was left in to be activated with Crush Card Virus. As Mokuba goes with another face down defense and another spell or trap, I think Kaiba is just probably going to have a bit too much power. He does have a Blue Eyes in his hand as well. As Negate Attack is laid down. Kaiba could probably finish this quicker if he doesn't tribute Blue Eyes, but he does. I mean, you can never discount Kaiba on wanting to lay down the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon, as we see the animation. Jolo's literally just remembered that Wolf Axe Wielder. It's one of the deck masters in Duelist of the Roses. And it's a good deck because they are strong on both meadow and forest tiles, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses was a very unique Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. You had a grid of like, was it 10 by 10? Or was it 8 by 8? I think it might have been 8 by 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an 8 by 8 grid, and each individual tile could have a different element on it. You could use your Yami, Umi, Sojin, etc., and you could transport a large block of the field all to that. And yeah, Beast Warrior was strong in both meadow and forest, which actually made them pretty good. And there was a little bit of a debate opened up with the Kaiba and Esper Robo duel that was yesterday as well, as we see Kaiba play Hitotsumi Giant. And oh, baby brother flips up Negate Attack using his using brother's own card against him. Okay, Mech Warrior 141, that's a new name as well. Thanks for watching. As Mokuba went with another defense, there's a Lord of D. It's looking less and less likely that Mokuba is going to get the win on this one. All this talk of favourite monsters just make me wish my favourite wasn't Sagi the Dark Clown. Great videos and always really enjoying them. Appreciate you, Mech Warrior 141. Sagi the Dark Clown, he is a top G. Nothing wrong with Sagi being a favourite monster. When I first seen him in the anime, I was like, damn, that dude's like, it's like a jester, but such an evil allure to him as well. Sagi's dope. I never had a Sagi the Dark Clown as a kid, and I always wanted one. That shows how good Sagi actually is. Because he didn't come in the starter deck Kaiba for some reason, and at 1500 defense, in the original area of Yu-Gi-Oh, if you could get a 1500 defense to use as a tribute bait, that was actually a pretty good card. Aaron Van der Venter, I believe the top 4 duelists, as we just see Kaiba win. That was a crushing victory. Alright, we'll set him up again. We'll go from Mokuba's perspective this time to, I believe the top 4 duelists of the standing right now will most likely be the top 4 when the round robin is done. Yeah, the Duelist Kingdom 1, who is in the top 4? Let me just quickly check that and pull that. Kaiba, Taya, Paradox Brothers and Mai are in the top 4 at the moment of the season standings. It is quite likely, yeah, that they will be the top 4 unless Mai has a couple of bad games where she draws really bad cards. It is always possible. Alright, Mokuba started off with Forest. He's also started off with that Ancient Tree of Enlightenment again as well. No, he goes with Mushroom Man. He does have a Negate Attack, so he is safe from anything that Kaiba throws at him. Thaco Manic says Fave Monsters was Sword Hunter back in the day because it was legit the first powerful monster that required a tribute. I don't remember the second or anything like that past it. Sword Hunter, yeah, Sword Hunter was a 2450 attack, and every monster he destroyed he would gain another 200 points that he would hold on to. So yeah, when you have a 2450 attacker and you've only got defense, and that starts gaining more and more power, it gets very difficult to get Sword Hunter off the field. He didn't have any effects that would defend himself, but yeah, Sword Hunter was a very cool card. He also has a good look about him as well. He's like a sort of like gladiator warrior. And Joe Lowe's also said, I also hate the final countdown, it's way too repetitive. Yes. Big hit in the 80s, but let's leave that song in the 80s. Alright, Mushroom Man has just been tributed. So Kaiba used a Monster Reborn to get that back from the graveyard after Mokuba tributed for Trent. And now Judge Man is on the field, 2200. And Mokuba does still have that negate attack, but very difficult for Mokuba to get that Judge Man off the field. 2200's a hard hitter for 6 stars. Alright, there's Tentacle Plant. Alright, Tentacle Plant's in defense mode. Unfortunately for Mokuba, the 2300. I read that as 2000. So Trent is reinforcements. Just as I was just about to state that Trent's defense is able to hold off Judge Man. Kaiba flips up reinforcements to give his Judge Man an extra 500, now at 27. And Mokuba has just lost his best defense as well. Oh, if only he drew that 7 Tools of Bandit a turn earlier, he would have been alright. So Mokuba really need to draw a Dark Hole or a Fissure or something to get that Judge Man off the field. Alright, Ancient Tree of Enlightenment is destroyed. That was one of the unique card codes you got at the end of Duelist of the Roses for some reason. It wasn't even that good. Alright, there's Grappler. I think there was 15 codes that could come up at the end of the game. However, codes for most of the cards do actually exist in the game. There's somewhere on Reddit, someone posted them all. Someone went through the game's coding and found them all. Alright, Judge Man attacks Tentacle Plant. And Kaiba with 6 cards in hand, does he not have anything else to play? Possibly he does have a Blue Eyes and other higher level monsters that he doesn't want to give up his Judge Man for. Okay, Komori Dragon has been played and Mokuba decides to flip up Waboku. Now Mokuba's strongest card is Rose Spectre of Dun. It is a fusion. He does have... I'm trying to think. He's got nothing to get over a 2200. Mokuba's deck is one of, if not maybe the weakest deck that was created. Maybe it could be Bones's as well, but believe it or not though, Mokuba did pick up a win against Mai when Mai absolutely bricked. And Mokuba took all their life points with monsters less than 1,000 points. Way back that one, it was a few months ago. Alright, Grappler's destroyed by Komori Dragon. And Judge Man destroys Serpentine Princess, so Kaiba guessed them the right way around and no cards in hand, 1 card face down on the field, which can't help. And this looks like it could be it. And it is Armored Lizard, which can only do so much. And oh, Mokuba goes in attack mode. What's he going for here? Is he going for an attack? He is. He's going to wipe out Armored Lizard and Komori Dragon. potentially stopping Kaiba from sacrificing Komori Dragon and getting something stronger, or even summoning a Blue Eyes White Dragon. There is a fourth face down spell or trap for Kaiba. His field is absolutely stacked. And 2200 points have come off Mokuba, and believe it or not, after turn 17, that is the first life point damage that Mokuba has actually taken for this match. If it was a 2000 life point game, Kaiba would have lost. But, well, Drooling Lizard was played. Kaiba into his battle phase, and just picking off defenses with his Judge Man. Possible, yeah, he's holding maybe a couple of Blue Eyes. Could be a Sword Stalker in there maybe, or a Root Kaiser, which is why he hasn't been able to summon any other monsters. Feral Imp played face down. That's one of the fusion materials for Rose Spectre of Dun in Mokuba's fusion deck there. But Mokuba not able to maintain any monsters on the field, and they're all getting picked off one by one. And Kaiba starting to destroy cards from his hand. That was a Castle Walls as a polymerization for Mokuba, and it has finally run out for him. He cannot play any monsters, and I do believe this one is just an inevitable conclusion coming up. 2200 off of Mokuba, he's down to 3600. There's Man-Eater, 800, 600. Alright. Kaiba still, he's got 7 cards in hand, and he's still... Is it possible that older brother is just playing around with little brother? I'd love to see what's in Kaiba's hand right now. Could be that he has 3 Blue Eyes, possibly. Alright, there's Beaked Snake. Mokuba at least is still drawing monsters, so he is able to stay in the game. A Fissure or a Dark Hole could flip the whole game on its head. You never know. Kaiba having a bit of a think. A 5th face down spell or trap. Well, let's say 3 of them are Blue Eyes. He could also have a Root Kaiser and a Sword Stalker, for example. Maybe that's what's happened to his hand, and maybe he's got some other spell or trap or something in his hand. Still 6 cards, and he's only got 1 monster on the field. It's quite bizarre. 7 cards now. And straight to the battle phase. Oh, he did actually chuck Sword Stalker from his hand. I didn't see it there in the graveyard. So Kaiba will have to discard, and it's just desserts. Possibly that he just hasn't drawn any monsters. There's Serpent Marauder. This game should have been over by now. I mean, Mokuba does only have 1400 points left. Again, still 7 cards. This is absolutely remarkable. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Kaiba will have to discard again, and it's Dragon Treasure. I would have to assume that he has got 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and probably Root Kaiser in his hand. That's the only explanation. Maybe a Flute of Summoning Dragons in there as well. Or maybe he just wants polymerization so he can summon... Oh no, there we go. At long last, Kaiba has played another monster. It is Battleox. And Mokuba has no defense, so this will be it after a lengthy 32-turn game. It was all Kaiba though. Kaiba was never in danger. And that will do it. Judge Man will finish off the rest of young Mokuba's life points. Older brother proves to be too much for younger brother Mokuba in this one. Let's flip over to the tournament bracket as we have a look there. Who is playing next? Taya and Weevil. That was going to play today, but I thought I'd have a sibling rivalry match for Ishizu and Marek coming up next. I'm going to go get that produced. Thanks everyone for tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Take care, stay safe, farewell.